just out here just doing it raw? Y'all just out here just rawing it up raw? Is that what y'all doing? Now, I'm not here to judge, okay? I'm not here to judge. You know, you grown, you do what you want to do. But y'all just out here doing it raw. Raw. Welcome back to my channel. Sass here, and I'm here for the recap of Love After Lockup. Last night's episode was it was okay. Alright? It could have been better, child. Let's talk about Joy. Now, as we know, Red, he's getting ready to get out of prison, and she done, you know, spent $40,000, and she done went and pawned her grandmother's heirlooms just so he could be comfortable when he gets out. Meanwhile, she taking from Peter to get the pot. So she has some things to do, okay? So she goes and talks to a lawyer, because when Red gets out, Red wants to adopt her beautiful son, okay? Do whatever you want to do, okay? It still blows my mind how quick some of these participants are ready to call a man for their child dead, okay? It still just blows my mind, especially a man that you haven't even met in all these years, especially a man who have been getting violations in prison for fighting. He can't even abide by the rules inside. That's why he got his 10-year stint. But, hey, it ain't for me to judge it. See, that's your child. That's your life. Okay? That's your money. So she talks to the lawyer. The lawyer was like, listen, the courts, okay, they really like for a couple to be married, you know, for a couple of years, you know, before, you know, they go forward with, you know, the adoption proceedings. And so the lawyer said, okay, so what about the biological father? Because, of course, Joy tells the lawyer her circumstances. And so she says, well, I really don't know who the biological father is. I mean, it could be up to 3. Did y'all see her sister's face? Her sister was like, oh no, wait a minute. I know my sister ain't a whole lot. Wait a minute. Now wait. Back it up. You told me one guy. One guy. Now all of a sudden there's 2 more that's done popped up. And so Joy said that it's possibly 3. Okay, she done lied to her sister. She said she was embarrassed because she didn't know whom the father was. She said, listen, she was horny, she was lonely, and she needed her back torn to pieces. That's fine. That's fine, Joy. But raw. Every single one of them raw. I don't understand how you could just go and just let it do it raw. Condoms. It's that easy. C-O-N-D-O-M spells wood. Now I understand that sometimes you're in the, you know, heat of passion, as you will, and then, you know, it happens. Okay? But sometimes you're just gonna have to use precaution, honey. Precaution. You don't know what's floating around inside some of these mints. Protect yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be walking around here scratching. Be walking around here, some body parts turning different colors. Be walking around here smelling and looking and acting all I'm saying. Bumps show up. And so she says, you know, it is what it is. So she is getting ready to go and get, you know, Red, but she has to drop off her son with her dad. He's going to be gone for a week, and she is upset by it. She said that she has never been away from her son this long, and, you know, she got her feelings, so. Child, what y'all think about it? Now listen, again, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm the saint, because I ain't. But please be careful, y'all. Listen, Louie, I told y'all that mama was going to be too much. She's a lot, y'all. She's a lot. So Melissa and Louie, as we know, Donna says, you know, you're not leaving this house. Melissa, you stay on the couch. Louie, you sleep in the bed. See you in the morning. And so Melissa said, no, okay. We've been waiting for years for this night, okay? So her and her cheerleading outfit, full face of makeup, not one drop of shower. You hear me? Not one drop of water, not one drop of soap. Her or Louie, they just went straight to bed. So then they said, let's sneak on out. So they bounced. They bounced. They go to the hotel room and, you know, Louie said, I've been waiting on this. My mama is not going to stop me from bending her forwards, backwards to the side. Okay? I'm about to devour. Yo, Louie's not bad looking. And I was looking at his teeth. I mean, it don't look like he fell in a box of gravels, but this right here, this whole side, this right here, gone. It's gone. It's just black, okay? All right? You can definitely parallel park in between that teeth, okay? But he ain't bad looking. And so Melissa and him, you know, they get it on. And so Melissa proceeds to let all of us know. Love about the lockup producers, why do we need to know that information? We did not need to know that Melissa was owed her monthly. We did not need to know that Louie didn't care. We did not need to know that he didn't use a condom. So, we just doing it wrong and just. I have no words. Melissa says eventually that, of course, children. They want, you know, no children. And, they both liked it. Now, his mama done called. Louie, where you at, Louie? Where you at? I cannot believe you left in the middle. Where you at, Louie? You supposed to be here at 8 in the morning. So Louie was like, Ma, calm down. I'm at the hotel with Melissa. We're fine. I just blew her back out while she had beet juice. I'm sorry, y'all. And so, of course, Donna is flipping out. Honey, I bet you her eye was twitching, her hair all over her head, screaming, there's an unmarked car in the driveway. There's an unmarked car. What if he comes knocking at the door? What do I supposed to tell him, Louie? He was like, Ma, no problem. You supposed to go see the probation officer. He was like, Ma, I got 48 hours. I got 48 hours to see my PO. What are you talking about? Calm down. So, of course, Melissa chimed in, and Donna said, just slow your roll, sunshine. And so here's Donna. Donna says, what if your probation officer asks you to meet your mother? What are you gonna say then? And buddy, I died laughing. It's like Louie is on his way to high school for the first first time, and you're going to meet the principal. Donna, the probation officers, no way in hell is going to ask to meet the mother. They don't care. These are grown felons. They don't care about you, the father, the kids, nothing. Only thing they worry about is giving your son a curfew, a fine, and to make sure he does what he's supposed to do while he's out. And so Lou's like, man, what are you talking about? They don't give a F about you. Are you crazy? They don't care about you, Ma. Are you nuts? My ma's crazy. She crazy. She crazy. Y'all, I know y'all love when I do the impersonations, but it tears my throat up, okay? I just had a coughing spell. I don't know why I do. So anyway, so they hang up the phone. And so Melissa was like, now what if my father talked to you like your mother talked to me? Now what would you do then, Louie? So he was like, listen, I ain't gonna say nothing back to him. Okay, I'm not gonna disrespect him. I just take it. I keep my mouth shut. That's the best way to do, but only too much. Now see, the way that Donna is talking to Melissa, it will only be that much I would take. And then me and Donna will have a come to Jesus meeting. See, that's what we say down here in these neck of the woods. We're going to have a come to Jesus meeting. And we're going to have and we're going to get to know one another. You understand what I'm saying? It's only too much. I'm going to take of that mouth. So, him and Melissa, they're on their way. Of course, Melissa wants him to go to Jersey, and he wants to go to Jersey. But we all know how Donna feels, child. So they get to the probation officer. She's sitting in her car, and here is Donna with a wooden spoon. And she's in her nightgown. I said,
this is so embarrassing.
Donna, you doing too much, darling. Hair all over her head. She looked like she's 85. Donna! And so Melissa was like, what are you doing here? And so she was like, I cannot believe you left in the middle of the night. So she's still upset by that. She done showed up at her son's probation. Melissa's like, child, you are making a scene. You are embarrassing me. Get in the truck. So she gets in the truck. And so she was like, when were y'all going to tell me? Were y'all going to tell me? What's going on? And so she was like, we went to the hotel. He's fine. He's in there. And so then they bring up going to Jersey or stay in Florida. And so Donna says, listen, he goes to Jersey. I just might go to Jersey. Honey, Melissa about to lose her mind dealing with Donna and Louie, child. So Louie comes out. Louie was like, Ma, what are you doing? Are you crazy? What are you doing? So, of course, she wanted to know what happened. He said, this is embarrassing. He said, now, what is Melissa thinking? She got a wooden spoon, and what is she wearing? So, Louie is telling them about the, fine, and that he has to pay $32 a month for 10 years. Y'all, what is that? $32 a month? $3,294 is what he has to pay. That ain't too bad. That's a rent-a-center payment. Is there interest on fines? So anyway, child, that's Louie and that's Melissa and Donna. Team too much. Let's move Anthony on. And Sheree, child. Anthony, he's fresh out of prison. Anthony don't look too bad for somebody who got out of prison. I mean, we've seen worse. I mean, he needed a shave. He definitely needed a haircut. But Sheree and her fashions was there, okay? She done got him some clothes. She got him a phone. And she also bought some of his mama's chicken. And he said, get that away from me. He said, I don't want no parts of that chicken. He said respectfully, Anthony, how you gonna talk about your mama's chicken? You done threw your mama underneath the bus. You said that your mama's cooking is trash. But not Popeyes. Because see, they ended up at Popeyes and he was tearing that chicken up. Y'all, here's a confession. I've never ate at Popeyes. I have never ate at Popeyes. I've never ate at Church's Chicken. I've never have. I don't know why. I've just never been one to say, hey, I want me some Popeyes. But see, I'm not a big fan of Chick-fil-A. I'm not a big fan of chicken. I like wings. I do like thighs. But I'm just not, craving the chicken. Okay, so I've never ate at Popeyes. But people just love them some good old Popeyes chicken. I heard their dirty rice is superior. Okay? But anyway, let's move on. So he changes out of his prison garb and he puts on the clothes that Sheree gives him, okay? And Sheree is ready, okay? She organized. She has an itinerary for her man, okay? Food, haircut, talk to your mama, okay? Drink some water, eat some Popeyes. She had it down pat and he was like, listen, I appreciate everything this woman has done for me. She has held me down. But you know what? I had to do all that in prison. And now that I'm out of prison, now she done gave me some itinerary to do. He said, it's just a little too much. Sometimes I just want to, loosen up a little bit. I'm on the outside. I don't want all that structure. She was like, well, maybe you need structure. You need that in your life. He was like, man, I appreciate you though. Okay? So it's time to get a haircut. He gets a haircut. He talks to his mama. He says that he ain't never going back to prison. He said that he has been in the streets since he was 16 years old. And that was the first time he had gotten in trouble. But he said that he's tired of it, okay? He does not want to go back to that life. Good. I wish you well. I wish you well. I have always said this. When someone goes to prison, men or women, it's not just you that it affects. It affects the whole family. It affects the whole family. And when you get out, it's just a relief. It's like, a boulder being lifted off your shoulders if you're a family member. And so the one thing that they want from you is to do well and to live well and to stay out of prison. So I say this every single love after lockup. I'm rooting for them. Some do, some don't. So here is Sheree. Now Sheree is planning a birthday party for her son. And the baby daddy coming. And Anthony don't know it yet. Oh, I can't wait for this party. Oh, I can't wait for this party because Anthony has already said that the baby daddy ain't been stepping up. Is that right? You gonna tell that to the baby daddy to his face? I want to see it. You better know how to squabble. Okay? I want to see this baby daddy and how he gonna react to you being there. Oof. Y'all better bring the heat, bring the noise. Let's move on. Chelsea and Mikey. I know Mikey's going through it, y'all. I know he's going through it. He is still hurt from the death of his mother. He feels guilty because he wasn't there for his sisters. He wasn't there for his mother. So that's hurting him. I totally understand that. Okay, I get it. Losing a parent is one of the most painful things anybody could go through. Losing a child, if you're a parent, is one of the most painful things you can go through. Death is hard. It really is. So I feel for Mikey and, Chelsea. Okay. So anyway, I also noticed that little aluminum hairnet. I seen it. I seen it in the back of his ear. That's all I'm gonna say. But there's something about Mikey. I get him and Chelsea, you know, they're lovey-dovey and he's there for her. He's signing real well. He is encouraging her. They're supporting each other. I get it. But y'all, there's something about Mikey. I'm going to have to put a question mark. My Negro sense. It's spiraling, okay? Something, I got my eye on you. It's something, y'all. I may be wrong and I may have to eat crow, but it's something. So they go to their sister's house, and of course their sisters are so happy to see their brother, and they hug him and they cry, and they have, you know, welcomed Chelsea to the family. His sisters seem so sweet. It's always the co-participants. Now them sisters are co-participants that I don't mind. They actually seem genuine, okay? They really seem very sweet. Now, this is where things took a turn to the left. So, Mikey wanted to see his mom's room. They go up there. And so, Mikey said, yeah, this is my mom's bed. This is where we're going to sleep. Did y'all see Chelsea's face? Chelsea said, I think the F not. What in the insidious is going on here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And let me tell you something, Chelsea. Me and you are in agreement. There is no way I'll be sleeping in that mama's bed. Whether she is here or gone, I wouldn't sleep in my boyfriend or husband's parents' bedroom. Oh, no. Absolutely. No. Just like I wouldn't expect if my husband or my husband is visiting my parents and we do a sleepover and they're not here. Hey, you want to sleep in my mom and dad's bed? Are you insane? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay? That is a no. I would not feel comfortable. You all, in all of the times that I have dated someone, I have never slept in their parents' home. Never. I just would feel uncomfortable. That's just me. Many people do it, you know, but they don't do it in their parents' bedroom. They go to the guest bedroom. Okay? And sometimes they split them up. Hey, you go in that bedroom. Hey, you go in that bedroom. You ain't sleeping in the same bed underneath my house. That's how some families are. Okay, Chelsea just found it too weird. Me too, I couldn't do that. And so here is Mikey talking about, well, you know, my sisters done straightened up and they want me to stay. And Chelsea said, well, you know, I'm sorry, but I ain't sleeping in that bed. And I don't blame you, girl. I don't blame you one bit. There is no way I could do that. None. Okay? That's just too much. So he was like, all right, we'll go to a hotel. And his sisters was cool with it. So Chelsea and Mikey end up at the hotel. Now Mikey said it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming before I blew out a bag. Come on, Otis. Was those the lyrics? Let me stop. But we all know Chelsea said you ain't getting none. You ain't getting none till at least 6 months. I think this is when we might see the Mikey that I'm questioning. Y'all, there's something there. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but something is there. Let's move on. Last and most definitely least, Brittany, come here. Come here, Brittany. Let me whisper something in your ear. You're foul. You're a user, heifer. See, this whole, I'm trying to be the good mother. I'm trying to make sure that my daughter's needs are taken care of, that I'm trying to make sure that my daughter is happy, healthy, and loved. I know I was a bad parent, but I'm out now and I'm trying to be the perfect mother I could be. Girl, I'm going to need for you to sit down on icicles. Born at night, not last night. See, what you forget, Brittany, is that we seen everything that led up to your release. We seen it all. We heard it all. Okay? We heard how Andy had been supporting you and how you think the world of Andy, even though he was a cop. Okay, he has shown you nothing but love, and you're gonna look past that. Okay, he's been giving you thousands of dollars. Have you been giving it to your children while you was in there? Maybe, but something is telling me. And how Andy is this family man, and then when you found out that his daughter said that he was a piss poor father, oh, you had a fit. How dare he? Even though your daughter was raising your children all at the ripe age of what? While you were on a dating site, prison site called Caged Ladies. Bitch, you don't fool me. So, all that. But see, when you said it's over with Andy, when he had that tantrum and he kicked that laundry basket, you said it was over. But then you thought about it, didn't you? You thought about it, you was like, I ain't got nobody when I get out. I ain't got nobody to drive me around, give me money, make sure my son has a birthday. Make sure I have a place to stay. Yeah, I need to call him back. And that all happened. That's what Andy did. Andy picked you up, had your daughter, had his son, driving around here and there, hopping from hotel to hotel all day. Just so you can be comfortable. Just so he can give you $500. Just so you can attend your son's birthday party that I'm sure he paid for that he didn't even get to attend. You had that man sit in that car. Forget Andy. He's a doofus. But you want to talk about family? When his son sat in that car all day. He been riding around all day, going from hotel to hotel all day, just so you can be comfortable. Bitch, I ain't one to tackle with, okay? I ain't one to tackle with. And then you put on this false narrative. This false narrative about Andy and your daughter and this and that. Andy comes in. Still ain't got no booty. We all know you can't stand him, and we already know that you're a user. But don't you come on this television in front of me and act like that all this is Andy's doing when it's not. You made a statement that said what type of man, what type of ex-cop will get on a website called Caged Ladies. I think he's controlling. Girl, back! What type of woman gets on the website, Caged Ladies, who accept his money and accepted his 8.5 months of relationship? You ain't even been out 48 hours and you're already trying to find an exit to leave. Girl, you're not fooling me. You're not fooling me. You played a role in this as well. Andy said, listen, okay, I'm all for, being here for your daughter, but you already know what the plan was. The plan was you spending the day with your kids and your daughter, and then we were going to go to Rome. That was the plan. But she was like, oh, he's abandoning my daughter. He wants me to abandon my daughter. He didn't want you to abandon your daughter, you fool. You've already accomplished that. Your daughter needs the type of emotional needs that one day is not going to provide. Your daughter is hurting because of something you did. And I'm glad that you are aware of that. I'm glad you said that you was a sorry-ass mother. But you can't put all the blame on Andy. Andy has been told by his homeboy he did it anyway. He was told by his children he did it anyway. And now he's seen what you are. And he's seen that maybe, possibly, I have been getting used. Ding, 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 Andy, you doofus. But Brittany, you're not going to sit up here and act like that you're just so worried and that you're all about your daughter right now. You could have told Andy, said, listen, okay? And you could have told Gracie, my daughter is hurting, my daughter is upset, okay? We're going to have to do something, all right? I'll go back to Rome with you, but then somehow I'm going to have to get back to my daughter as soon as possible. Or, you know, we're going to have to make arrangements. That's all you could have did. Gracie would have been okay if you would have made that or whatever arrangement you had with Andy. But you acting like that it was just all about Andy was the one that drove you around this whole time, paying for everything. And as we see next week, you're having a fit because you worried about that rest of that $700. Girl, bye. Then you pack up your stuff. Gracie's in the car and you leave. You didn't even tell Andy bye. You didn't even tell the son bye. You're foul, Brittany. You're foul. Now listen, again, Andy ain't it either. But what you did was wrong. You sitting up in there just making things up. So then here is the son. The son done called the sister and said, child, this done went down. Child, she done left daddy. The sister was like, what? The sister said she done left. He was like, yep. And so the sister said that money left too, huh? I told him you don't give an ex-addict cash. The Britney fund. I told him that, but he didn't want to listen. Meanwhile, Andy is on the phone with his homeboy. We already know where this is going. What do y'all think about it? I get the first need is Gracie. I get that. All the support she needs because we know Gracie just wants to spend time with her mother. She missed her mother. I get that. But Brittany had obligations. And for her to turn it around like it was all Andy, absolutely the F not. You out here talking about you worried about children, my daughter, my children. What about his child who have been sitting in the car for all those hours so you can have a good time with your children? Girl, you done lost your mind. And that's it, y'all. That's it. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Y'all already know. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.